All right,
Okay,
looks
great.
good.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, thank you everybody for having me. I'm Liz Heisel. I am a senior account executive here at Yooz. And today we are walking through the Yooz Lean Financial Operations AI powered AP automation platform and how we work together with GP. So, just wanted to first share a little bit about lean financial operations with you guys. We're positioning ourselves like this instead of just AP automation as not only a differentiator because we're tackling a lot more than just processing invoices, and that goal is to bring your AP department and your finance department into really a state of nirvana. So what does that nirvana look like? Well, first it starts with attacking waste and fraud by cutting the cost of your financial operations. We'll attack those underlying reasons for low staff and department productivity and removing errors caused by document intensity as well as human overload. Also identifying and eliminating invoice and AP fraud. Second, it's about delivering end-to-end transparency. So by empowering you to visualize every financial operation process via rock solid automation and exception identification, and also ensuring that your team can reallocate time and focus on higher level challenges. Third, Yooz provides your financial operations into a state of flow as opposed to friction. So we deliver a continuous process improvement driven by data and AI to drive those error rates down to streamline and optimize your operations process. And through complete transaction visibility and control, lean financial operations helps CFOs tie in their processes and outcomes into their business KPIs and goals. So by creating this uninterrupted movement of interactions through the entire operations process, Yooz will help you guys do more with less, streamline, automate, and improve all of your professional insights, making it simple to improve cash management. So just a little bit about Yooz. We were born in the cloud back in 2010, and we've grown to become a truly a global company. Today, we operate in over 40 countries with supporting over 7,000 clients and 200,000 legal entities with more than 600,000 users. We've processed upwards of 300 million documents to date, and what really sets us apart is our commitment to innovation. So every year we reinvest 25% of our revenue straight back into our R&D to remain at the forefront of the automation industry. We have a team of 15 PhDs that have actually authored over 100 published scientific articles around AI and machine learning. So that investment has given us one of the most advanced AI-driven platforms in finance automation, built around a very simple mission, and that's to help organizations accelerate growth, fight waste, and defeat fraud. So I just want to give you a quick 30,000 view of the Yooz platform here. So we are full P2P automation, but while offering several different modules within it that are a la carte to use. So we do right size the solution to your organization. So first you can take a look at this purchasing section. So whether you are creating POs inside of GP, we can automate that inside of Yooz, or you can create purchase requests and have that flow through an approval process to convert to a purchase order with Yooz. We can enable goods reception inside of Yooz as well. I've had a couple people say, well, I want more control over my purchasing process, but I do inventory inside of GP. So we can create what's called an inventory adjustment transactions to send back into GP once the goods have been received and used. So that's a newer update that we've had recently. So either one, we can process on your purchasing to match to that purchasing invoice. From there, we have capture. So however you are receiving your invoices currently, whether that be through email, through the mail, even online portals, taking a photo from your phone via the Yooz mobile app, we can automate that process for you to streamline just that capturing process. I know for some, there's many different formats. So we want to bring, that's all about how we can centralize this process for you. We can accept invoices in really any type of file format. I think there's 26 out there. So multi-format, multi-page, however those might be, you might be consuming them. If that's multiple invoices inside of one file, we can split those automatically. From there, those files go through our AI-based data extraction. And because Yooz has that knowledge and that depth of building our own AI model over several decades with over 300 million financial documents, there's no training or setup required. Our AI model really uses the context that we do as humans to where it's automatically it can perform right out of the box for you. So there's no templates that you have to build, and there's no upfront training that you have to give it. So that process happens in less than 30 seconds, usually about 15 seconds per invoice, to where it's ready to go into this review step. So this is typically going to be your AP staff that can give it a quick review, to confirm your header fields, to code the invoice and match to the PO. However, Yooz does have automatic PO matching functionality with line level matching and GL memorization. From there, we can build approval workflows really to any type of capability and by any criteria that you need with your delegation of authority internally. So if that is a multi-step approval process, if that is a line level parallel approval workflows, if it's conditional, we have a really robust workflow engine that it's also really easy to maintain without any kind of complex IT requirements or outsourcing to your partner. Everything can be managed by you in the Yooz platform. After the invoices have been approved, those will send back to GP where you would post that batch. Those batches can be scheduled. We also offer automated payments out of Yooz to your vendors. So with our onboarding program, we collect your vendor's preferred payment method, whether that be virtual card, enhanced ACH, regular ACH, or a mailed check to them. And we can perform cross-border payments. You can also see with the Yooz portal here that because Yooz is unlimited user licenses, internally, you don't have to have a GP license to be a user within Yooz. We also invite your vendors to be a part of this as well. So this gives them the opportunity to track the status of their invoices, as well as communicate directly with you inside of the Yooz platform. And so that just brings a lot better transparency, communication, faster communication with your vendors, and also audit trail capabilities. So instead of having it all outside, communication by email, now it's all in one place, making sure everything is compliant. We also can track budgets along this process, as well as performing some robust reporting capabilities, searching capabilities, monitoring, full vendor statement reconciliation. And then we can have this workflow be as automated as you all would like for it to be. So if that's fully automating some vendors' invoices, if those are repeat vendors, recurring invoices, or perfectly matched POs, those can just flow straight in to be into GP. So looking at the integration that we do have with GP, we do have a native integration. So whether you're GP on-prem or in the cloud, that doesn't matter. There's no additional software that you would need to purchase to install Yooz. We will schedule how often we will be basically pulling your vendor updates, chart of accounts, and items from GP. So GP would be your source of truth. So those will be synced in to Yooz at your discretion. Once the invoice has come through into Yooz and it's been fully approved or is in the complete status, we'll send in that batch entry into GP that you will post. So maybe that's once a day or hourly. You'll be able to determine the frequency of that draft that's coming in, that export. But the great thing here is that this is fully automated. So there's nothing that you have to trigger from GP or from Yooz to make any of this data flow happen. Okay. Um, and then the same thing happens after payment has been sent and confirmed in Yooz. We would send that information back in that would post to that same AP transaction. So we'll go ahead and jump into the demo. So here is the Yooz automation platform. You can see that we are browser based. So you can log in from your browser and then also with your mobile app. The mobile app is you can pretty much perform every single task that you can within Yooz. So being that this is a flash demo today, we'll just do a few We'll just show you one invoice here. So inside of this My Tasks workspace, you can see you can work under different companies. If you're multi-entity, you'll have a single pane of glass that you'll be able to work inside of Yooz. You can filter the screen and really make this your own and how you'd like to organize your different documents on the left-hand side and your column arrangements, as well as being able to view what's in progress. So you'll have full visibility to where invoices are in their different statuses if they're waiting to be approved or if they're waiting to be paid. So one of our invoices here, we'll just open one up that's a purchase order based invoice. On the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see your properties. So what we'll do is we will mirror your GP header fields under this properties section because we always want Yooz to be matched to your processes, not the other way around. On the right-hand side is your invoice viewer. You can see how Yooz is fully indexing every character on here, making them searchable as well. So Yooz will identify your company right out of the box, the document type, which is a PO-based invoice. It's matched our vendor here from your GP vendor list. So it's going and confirming all of that master data to make that selection. We've memorized our AP account. We'll memorize your payment method, and then we can go ahead and confirm all of our different header information, term information, and displaying the total amount. You'll see here that there are actually two different purchase orders that have been listed here on this invoice. So we can match to multi-purchase order, and it is line level matching here. So Yooz has the ability to look at all of your different line items here that are listed on the invoice. You can see it's highlighting it for you on the invoice image as I scroll over those line items here at the bottom. And it will give you a check mark if it's a full match, a question mark if there's maybe a discrepancy on the unit amount or the unit price. And you can make some different various changes if you'd like to. You can also attach supporting documents to this invoice if you need to attach a packing slip or any type of outside communication that you want to create now an electronic filing cabinet right here inside of Yooz. Commenting can be done internally by tagging a different user. We can mention different users, make them aware of different things. And again, because we do have that vendor access portal, we can tag the vendor for them to be able to log in and communicate right inside of the platform. So once again, the big differentiator here is that dedication that we have to AI and machine learning, our own model that we've been building for several decades, no upfront work that you have to do to train the system. So keeping all of your workflows in one place, all of your documents in one place, all the way from purchase to payment.
All right.